guys, it's Ulrich with Guitar Ingenuity. So you see I'm still here in this temporary recording environment. It will take me another couple of weeks till everything is ready, and then I'll finally be able to do all the product reviews that I promised, like on the Orange Amp, a couple of guitars, all the stomp boxes I've laying around here. But nonetheless, now here in the meantime, today I want to talk about another edition of the Blues collection, and specifically Memphis Slim Beer Drinkin' Woman. So let me come closer for a second. This is the CD. I hope you can see it. I know the light is not great in here. And as I mentioned, each CD back in the day, which means in the early 90s or mid 90s or so, came with a magazine. I don't think it was ever made available on the US American market. However, I do feel there is value in introducing it to you, especially if you're a collector. So again, we're talking about Memphis Slim. The CD features 14 tracks, and if you ask me, I wouldn't say that I was disappointed listening to the CD, but I had hoped for a little bit more boogie woogie on the CD. So there's a lot of heavier tunes on there, like traditional blues, if you will, a little bit of jazz intermingled here and there. So just again, in my personal opinion, I wish they would have featured a couple more of the more swingy tunes, if you will. But so I'm gonna just read the track list to you. The first 8 tracks were recorded in New York in January 1961. So it starts out with Late Afternoon Blues, I Believe I'll Settle Down, Born with the Blues, Bad Luck and Troubles, Memphis Slim USA, Just Let Me Be, Rockin' Chair Blues, which is an homage Memphis Slim paid to his good friend Big Bill Brunsey. Same is true for track number 8, I Feel So Good. And then tracks number 9 to 14 were recorded in the previous year, if I recall correctly. Yes, in 1960 in London. So track number 9 is Slow Blues, then 10, Frisco Bay, 11, Beer Drinkin' Woman, 12, Blues for Bertha May, 13, In the Evening, and then 14, If You See K. And during the London session, I believe there are a couple of tracks that features Alexis Corner. Yeah, track number 9, for example, Slow Blues, is with Alexis Corner on guitar. So as I said, while I was a little bit disappointed in the track selection, I was not disappointed with the work that was done on the magazine that came with the CD, which is, and it's actually true for all the issues that came out back in those days. So the layout and structure of the magazine is usually always the same. It gives you a high-level overview of the career of the featured artist. There are some in-depth stories here. Obviously, there's a lot of coverage around Memphis Slim leaving the United States and trying to foster his career in France. And I think Big Bill Brunsey gave him this idea. Here's a timeline, for example, from his birth up to his death and what happened in between career-wise and so forth. And then what I really like is that here this section, unsere Empfehlung, which means our recommendation. So specific references to certain titles, albums, or productions, which I always found very valuable. Yeah, again, that's it. So we're talking about Memphis Slim, Beer Drinkin' Woman, for all the collectors among you. Probably something you want to look into. I can only highly recommend it. Always an interesting read. And if your German got a little bit rusty in the meantime, you can always reach out to me, obviously. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Please subscribe if you're not a subscriber yet. I would also appreciate a like. Comments, questions are always welcome right below the video. See you then. Bye-bye.